Stop scrolling. What I'm about to tell you will change how you think about death forever. Elon Musk has been secretly developing an AI that can predict exactly when you'll die. Not in 50 years. Not someday. It can tell you the exact month, the exact year, and even how it will happen. And here's the terrifying part. 3 people have already used it. 2 of them are dead. The third one? You'll never guess what he did with that information. By the end of this video, you'll understand why Elon believes this technology will either save humanity or destroy it. And you'll discover why he's racing against time to perfect it before it's too late. Main content. Let me tell you about a meeting that happened 6 months ago. A meeting so classified that only 7 people in the world know it took place. Elon Musk was sitting in a Neuralink facility in Austin, Texas, staring at a screen. On that screen was something that shouldn't exist. An AI model that had just correctly predicted the death date of a test subject with 94% accuracy. The subject? A monkey named Pager, who had received a Neuralink brain implant. The AI analyzed Pager's brain patterns, cellular degradation markers, neural pathway deterioration, and predicted that Pager would die in 47 days from a specific type of brain hemorrhage. 45 days later, Pager died. The cause? Exactly what the AI predicted. This is when Elon realized something terrifying. If AI can predict death in animals with 94% accuracy, it can predict human death with similar precision. And that changes everything. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds like science fiction, but let me show you the evidence that proves this is real. Neuralink has been secretly collecting brain data from 3 human patients since January 2024. The first patient, Nolan Arbaugh, has had his brain activity monitored 24/7 for over a year now. During a private presentation in May 2025, Elon revealed something shocking to his investors. Their AI had developed an unexpected capability. By analyzing billions of neural patterns, combined with cellular markers and biological aging indicators, it started predicting major health events before they happened. First, it predicted a stroke 2 weeks before it occurred in a test simulation. Then it predicted heart attacks, then cancer developments. Then it started predicting death dates. But here's where it gets even more disturbing. The AI doesn't just tell you when you'll die. It tells you why. It maps out the exact cascade of biological failures that will lead to your death. It shows you the moment your cells will start breaking down. The moment your brain will stop processing information correctly. The exact sequence of events leading to your final moment. 3 people have seen their death predictions. Let me tell you what happened to them. Person number 1, a 34-year-old Neuralink engineer. The AI predicted he would die at age 61 from early onset Alzheimer's triggered by a specific genetic mutation. When he saw this prediction, he quit his job, spent 2 years with his family, then took an experimental gene therapy that the AI suggested might prevent the mutation from activating. He's still alive. The AI now shows his death date has moved to age 89. Person number 2, a 52-year-old investor. The AI predicted he would die at age 58 from a sudden cardiac event caused by undiagnosed arterial disease. Instead of changing his lifestyle, he ignored the warning. He died 6 months ago at age 57. Heart attack. Exactly as predicted, just 1 year earlier than the AI expected. Person number 3, a 28-year-old woman with the Neuralink implant. The AI predicted she would die at age 31 in a car accident caused by a brain seizure while driving. She immediately sold her car and moved to a city where she could walk everywhere. She's 30 now, still alive. No seizures yet, but she lives in constant fear of the prediction coming true. This is why Elon calls this the most dangerous AI we've ever created. Think about what this means. If you knew exactly when and how you would die, would you want to know? Some people would use that information to live differently. Others would be destroyed by it. Some would try to change their fate. Others would accept it. But here's the real question Elon is struggling with. Should this technology ever be released to the public? In a leaked recording from a Neuralink board meeting, Elon said something chilling. If everyone knows when they're going to die, society collapses. Insurance becomes impossible. Employment becomes weird. Long-term planning becomes pointless. People either live in complete denial or complete terror. But then he said something even more disturbing. But if only some people have access to this information, you create the most dangerous power imbalance in human history. The people who know become gods among mortals. This is why Neuralink is racing to solve what Elon calls the death prediction paradox. The technology exists, the AI works, but releasing it could destroy civilization as we know it. So Elon is working on something different. Instead of telling you when you'll die, the AI will tell you how to prevent it. It becomes your personal longevity advisor, constantly monitoring your brain and body, predicting potential failures before they happen, and giving you interventions to extend your life. This is the real goal of Neuralink. Not just to cure paralysis or restore sight. Those are stepping stones. The ultimate goal is to make humans immortal by turning death from an inevitable event into a solvable problem. Here's how it works. The Neuralink chip constantly monitors your brain activity. It detects cellular degradation before it becomes critical. It sees cancer cells forming before they become tumors. It predicts heart disease before your first symptom. It warns you about neurological decline before you notice memory problems. And then, this is the crucial part, it intervenes. Not by telling you to eat better or exercise more, by directly stimulating the parts of your brain that control your body's repair mechanisms. Your brain already knows how to heal itself. Neuralink just reminds it to do its job. Elon believes that within 10 years, people with Neuralink implants will live 20 to 30 years longer than people without them. Within 20 years, the gap might be 50 to 100 years. But here's the terrifying part. This creates a new class system. The people who can afford Neuralink versus everyone else. The people who live to 150 versus the people who die at 80. This is why Elon is pushing so hard to make Neuralink affordable and accessible. He knows that if this technology only works for billionaires, it will tear society apart. But right now, it costs $100,000 to get a Neuralink implant. Most people can't afford that, which means most people will die while a select few become immortal, unless something changes. And this brings us to the real reason Elon is building this technology so fast. He believes we're running out of time, not because of aging, because of AI. Elon thinks that within 5 to 10 years, AI will be smarter than all humans combined. When that happens, humanity needs an upgrade or we become irrelevant. Neuralink is that upgrade. By merging our brains with AI, we become part of the intelligence explosion instead of its victims. We don't compete with AI. We become AI. And if we become AI, we don't have to worry about death anymore, because consciousness becomes uploadable. Your mind can transfer from your biological brain to a digital substrate. You become immortal not by living forever in your body, but by living forever as information. This is the final goal. The thing Elon won't say publicly, but everyone at Neuralink knows. They're not building a medical device. They're building the first step toward digital immortality. The AI that predicts your death isn't the end goal. It's the beginning. It's proof that consciousness can be measured, analyzed, and ultimately copied. And once consciousness can be copied, death becomes optional. Now here's what you need to understand. This technology exists right now. It's not 50 years away. It's not theoretical. 3 humans have Neuralink implants in their brains, and that number will be 30 by the end of this year. Within 5 years, thousands of people will have these implants. Within 10 years, millions. Within 20 years, it might be as common as smartphones. And when that happens, death as we know it will end. But only if we can solve the death prediction paradox. Only if we can make this technology accessible to everyone, not just the wealthy. Only if we can upgrade humanity fast enough to keep up with AI. Elon says we have maybe 10 years to figure this out. After that, the gap between humans with brain implants and humans without them will be so large that we'll effectively become 2 different species. So the question isn't whether this technology will change the world. The question is, will you be part of the change or will you be left behind? Subscribe to this channel if you want to understand what's really coming. Because what I just told you is just the beginning. The future is going to be stranger than anyone imagines, and it's arriving faster than you think. Your death date might already be calculated. The only question is, do you want to know it?